Good stuff, Key. We'll see if that translates to the game. Starting off on Pokemon Stadium 2, going straight for the Gordo. How Key deals with focus is probably going to be the biggest thing to swing this set. And also, that red fireball, massive to deal with Gordo and Dedede himself. But early, neutral win for Key, but Asimo able to easily get out of it with that red fireball.
Yeah, so you see him looking for a lot of his aerials, the Hadouken, trying to find the follow-up. And unfortunately for Key, he is a super slow character. Ryu is a slow character movement-wise, but with the stage advantage, it just turns Key into like his own disadvantage stage. So Shocknetsu coming out, not able to get anything off of it either, but still going to be finding that stage control once again. Key able to get his advantage with the Gordo makes me so angry because you could just hit Gordo away, even with your bare fists as Ryu.
Key's been using it incredibly well, sparingly also, and that's important. Not important enough though. Like Asimo able to snake his way in, get that first stock with a Shoryuken, but inhale, send that Shakunetsu back. Thank you for reminding me of that name. I could not think of it. Me just saying red fireball. I knew there was a name for it, but Asimo.
It's just fireball in Japanese. Literally, that's the name.
It sounds so much cooler.
It does. It does.
Regardless, Key was close to getting that first stock, but now getting juggled with these up airs. Asimo looking to try and steal this second stock away. Focus, cancel, and close and closer to getting that second stock. King Dedede is a very strong guy, but that forward throw not going to do it. And
now, what's so funny is that in many matchups, Ryu is the heavy, but Dedede is the ultimate heavy. You could see him looking for that advantage state and way past full rage already for Asimo. He is definitely looking, roll away if you are Key. But man, still able to find that stock and past full rage. Asimo has really been running away with this game. All right, you know, you're just able to get it, man. Great stuff from Key to be able to get that stock, pick the full rage away. But if he has to get off the ledge, that's the issue here.
Perhaps his strategy is that of Jeja to not get off the ledge and steal a stock away from Asimo to bring this to one stock apiece. But that plan seems to have not been successful at all, and just going to go back to the regular Dedede game plan.
Well, what he doesn't have that someone like Kirby has is that he's such a slow character that he doesn't have that same mobility. But, you know, coming out with the back air, or the fair rather, Asimo going to be finding game number 1 over Key in a very dominant 2-stock.
That back air is so strong. That kill screened King Dedede at like 108. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before.
It's an underrated kill move. I mean, because I say that because a lot of his kill moves are, it's like he's able to find Shakunetsu into something like the Tatsumaki, or he's able to get a Shoryuken off of one of his down tilt conversions. It's not often back air that we see kill, but when you retreat down to that side of the stage, that's absolutely like the thing that you want to be going for. So really great stock closing out from Ryu. Next game, we're going to big battlefield. I mean, regular battlefield, I guess, but a bigger battlefield than what we've seen previously.
Yes, bigger than small battlefield, not quite as big as big battlefield. I like this pick. Up air from King Dedede. I think that is what he is trying to focus on and trying to preemptively deal with landing focus attacks. And that up air wasn't really that much of a factor in that first game for Key, more so in favor for Asimo because it was racking up all the damage. And we're seeing that starting off early, trying to get these combos, and it could be to his detriment. That's 3 in a row. And go over that down air and able to get back to the stage. Still no back forward air, going to give him a little bit of space, and that's immediately taken away. Asimo giving this Penguin no room to recover.
Yeah, and I like that Key made the decision to air dodge straight away off stage. There is nowhere safe to land when you have someone like Asimo on a rampage, and he just going to be, okay, he was able to get the stronger hit of the Shoryuken, but it wasn't enough to kill Dedede at this percentage. So really interesting that that's going to play a factor into this set.
It looked like it was like a level 3 adaptation because he got that jab on Key's shield, but didn't go for the shield breaker, and Key preemptively jumped away, and then Asimo punished, knowing that Key is going to opt in for those jump aways instead of sacrificing the shield, but still getting that Gordo to take the first stock, but still sitting at 150%. Very, very tough on this first stock.
Yeah, that's rarely do you see Gordo kill.
Oh, no.
All right, still able to find his stock. Asimo looking for the lead once again at this side. He could just jump above the swallow is the other thing. He's such a heavy character that he is able to approach it so well. Looking for those up tilts, not able to find anything to convert off of it either. But
these approaching down airs have been so awesome in this second game for Asimo. All right, going up. There we go. You're gonna get that top platform. No dice, but jumping away. Ooh.
All right, and the Hodoken actually going to be interrupting his Gordo long enough to find the kill. So Asimo having the Shakunetsu out and just following up with so many of these Street Fighter moves, able to shield the Gordo and now continue with a lot of his Rampage as well. Oh, man, he definitely going to be looking for it. But Asimo having the stage advantage, looking for those up airs as well. Great, not the stock either.
And it's been tough for Key to try to get these stocks off of Ryu, and rolling in with that down tilt onto Ashimo's shield. You're gonna get punished very easily. Now off stage. Nah, Ryu's gonna get around that super easily. Gonna go down low. No dice in the middle of the stage. Gordo swallow, but that Shoryuken going to come out very strong off of that up air.
Yeah, Asimo,
unbothered. Look at this man.
Asimo getting the strong hit of the Shoryuken from that side of the platform, definitely taking the stock. And what I think I do want to hype on for something that I've noticed from Key is that Asimo does frequently get hit with Gordo, and we've been seeing him shield it as well, which is good. Gordo doesn't do any shield damage really, or next to none.
Yeah.
But you do see him getting hit with that, and I wonder if it's just by virtue of the fact that he rarely plays Dedede, if at all. Like there's no high-level representative in Japan that I could think of.
Not to my knowledge. This character's already very niche, and yeah, having practice against it seems hard to find. Now the early game, forcing Dedede to the ledge, and normally Dedede doesn't have that much of a problem being on the ledge, but against Asimo, it's just damage on damage, and then an easy conversion for the stock. But okay, much like the first game, he has a good early lead. Just got a little overextended on the ledge, and now it's a reversal of that situation. Asimo very much looking poised to take this first stock off of Key.
Yeah. Okay, finding the up air, not enough to take the stock either, but the Gordo is going to be what does it, using his geometry knowledge. Key actually taking first blood.
It was fantastic DI from Asimo off of that first up air from Key, but that Gordo able to track him down in that side blast zone. Okay, parry. All right.
All right. Ooh, okay. And actually able to interrupt with a lot of his tilts. Now finding the fair. Yes, very good. It's a dare. He's still alive as he still had his jump. You know, you have.
You had the read, but it wasn't the right hitbox. I don't know why that entire hammer isn't a downward hitbox, but still, Key calling out the move to bounce back the Gordo and then swinging that forward air to take a 2-stock lead.
Yeah, that was an excellent Gordo from Key because it was exactly the option that he wanted to use it as. All right, you know, Shoryuken's going to take your stock there, absolutely. But that use of the Gordo for misdirection, so excellent for Key. You have to find, you know, if you can't be stronger than someone, you have to be smarter than someone.
And stronger between Ryu and Dedede, honestly, huge toss-up. Between Penguin and martial arts, man, I couldn't really tell you. Damn, just being patient as hell on that side is Asimo, waiting for Key to throw out any and all of his buttons. All
right, we do have, you could see him going preemptively for the focus. Asimo was expecting a big read, that Nair coming out from Dedede, and actually the Shakunetsu having priority over the Gordo is so unfortunate, but we do have trying to swallow as much as he can. He looking to catch him in this edge jump, and there he goes with the 2-stock, going to be turning the tables on this set with Asimo. So really awesome stuff from Dedede.
Really quickly turning the tables. And it's that Gordo play. It was good stuff from Key, recognizing when Asimo is going to go for that bounce back on the Gordo and then punishing accordingly. Saw it in that second stock, taking it with that forward air and then taking it in the end. Great stuff.
Yeah, really excellent niche gameplay from Key that he was able to realize a situation, being like, I have something he's not ready for, man. And being able to use Gordo very much as a tool of misdirection is so vital to this matchup.
Absolutely.
Because you're a slow character as Dedede, right? But a character like Ryu is also slow, and at the point that you get him to commit to something that keeps him in end lag, then you have the chance as the slower character to take the stock. And finding that swallow, still able to recover, but you know...
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to chalk that one up to a misinput because I don't know if even Kilogram Hours goes for a jet hammer like that. Now going for another swallow. They've been there for Key. They just haven't really been like really taken advantage of to that much more of a degree. But still, Key playing with a little bit more confidence. I mean, when you take a game off a top player like Asimo, the confidence is absolutely going to be there.
Yeah, definitely when you feel like the low-tier hero in this matchup, it is something so important. Going to be air dodging through the fair from Key, but now looking for a stage control once again. No, unfortunately not close to a shield break for him, but still able to make it off that ledge, sticking it to him with the Gordo.
This Gordo gameplay has been really awesome, and the evolution of it as the set has gone on has been great for Key, but losing that stock first, yeah, Key got to deal with those big, strong moves. Getting hit really a little too much, but with Dedede, that's going to happen, but got to take advantage of it, got to answer back, and right now trying to, as he's got Ryu at 171%. It's not supposed to happen for Dedede.
Yeah, just so unfortunate for him. Just going to be finding ourselves at this side of the stage. You are essentially ledge trapped as Dedede, just finding yourself at the mercy of the Hadokens. Now, trying to make himself back to stage. There isn't really a whole... Swallowing the Shakunetsu, that was very good. Not enough to take the stock, but 200%. This feels like cheating. I can't explain it beyond that.
It feels like the stocks are reversed. Like Dedede should be at 206 and Ryu should be at 78, but I'm sure Asimo is totally fine with still having that 3 stocks to 2 for Key, and that 78% is starting to feel very scary when 206 Rage Ryu is staring you down.
Yeah, and that's the important thing to keep in mind, because a full like Shoryuken at this Rage is absolutely going to take the stock of a super heavy like Key. So
222. Key, do something.
Possible.
I don't think there's another shade of red that it could go to if you go any higher. And the Tatsumaki is going to be the one that takes the stock. 202% Rage. Rage is absolutely peaked by this point, but that down tilt, anything, please.
There we go.
Finally, prayers answered.
It's like, close enough. Welcome back, Dedede down tilt. So we are back on this side of the ledge, which unfortunately we have had some time to build some extra credit. Looking into the Shakunetsu, you try to tech those moves and you're just so slow, you can't. The focus coming out for Asimo a little preemptively, looking to watch out for that down tilt. But great grab out of the Tatsumaki. That is something that I really love seeing from Key.
Yeah, these grabs have been there, and I'm surprised to see a Dedede player actually go for them. Normally a Dedede player is content to just kind of sit back, go for those tilts, but grabbing, oh my gosh, down air into the Shoryu. Only Asimo.
only the best in the world.
Truly. And now 155% on King Dedede. Anything is going to take the stock, but that forward air is going to have the priority, going to swing that hammer a little bit quicker. Now going for that grab, forward throw, not quite, but the Gordo play off stage for Key has been really good. Catching that jump with the forward air, and there we go. Even stocks, but 155%, that is scary, scary territory. Okay.
It's a little scary for Asimo because now you have a super heavy with full Rage. Unfortunate for Key, but Asimo going to be closing